What's up, YouTube? I'm Brett from Rants. As always, guys, if y'all enjoy our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. We're on the road to 1,000. We hope you guys will help us get there. Alright, so as y'all probably well know, here on Rants we do a lot of Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Lance is as well. I'm more into like the Clone Wars and Rebels. He's more movie related. Which I get that. I used to be that way too. The Clone Wars kind of got me into it. I actually almost would go so far to say that Clone Wars and Rebels maybe is better Star Wars than even some of the movies. But I digress on that one. I won't get into that. But I will say The Mandalorian Season 2 was probably by far one of the best anticipated seasons of recent memory that actually lived up to the billing. In fact, I would even go so far to say that maybe it even exceeded it. Now I look at that and I look at, I don't know, recent movies that I've seen like Wonder Woman 1984 and a few others that I look at it and I'm like, that had a bigger budget, but yet The Mandalorian looked a lot better in season 2 than even a lot of these big budgeted movies. So Disney did a very good job at really bringing the best out in The Mandalorian season 2. But there's one theory that keeps really just eating away at me, and that is the Darksaber and Bo-Katan's refusal to take it from Moff Gideon. Now, of course, you know, I know Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, they're not ones that are just going to just throw randomness out there. There's reasons why Bo-Katan did not take it from Mando, but did take it in Rebels from Sabine Wren. Now, one could say that maybe Sabine Wren wasn't exactly the true owner of it. She did beat Gar for it, but you know, he kind of stole it, and before then it was kind of just left by Maul when he was over it, just for anybody. It didn't have any importance to him. He never took on the title of Mandalore. But there's a few reasons why I think maybe she was so hesitant to take it from Mando. Well, just outright refused him. And I don't think it was because Moff Gideon was present. I don't believe that it was because other Mandalorians were present. I believe that it had something to do with the past. Maybe the destruction of Mandalore by the Empire. Maybe by even Moff Gideon himself. There's a reason why Moff Gideon knows so much about the Darksaber and its importance, and why he particularly uses that weapon. It's either one, he either defeated Bo-Katan in a duel and acquired that weaponry, and maybe the title of Mandalore, or maybe he didn't even take the title of Mandalore, but just by defeating her, she could have it would have fractured her base. Mandalore would no longer fight for a ruler that wasn't deserved of it. So that could be one. Another is that while she was fleeing Mandalore during the Empire's invasion of it, she could have left it behind, or for some other reason, don't quite fall into that category of believing that, because it's just way too important to a Mandalorian to just leave behind. So I don't think it was stolen from her. I don't believe, because if it was stolen from her, it would still technically be hers. So she wouldn't have to, like, let's say Moff Gideon stole it from her. She could just take it back because it's rightfully hers anyway. He didn't earn the title. But for some reason, she believed that Mando had successfully won that title by reclaiming it from Moff Gideon. So in my personal opinion, I actually do believe that you know, she lost to Moff Gideon in some kind of a duel. But this Screen Rant article actually has some really interesting facts, or theories, I guess you could say, not facts. about what could have led to the fall of Mandalore. And one of them involved her, breaking those rules for the Darksaber, and Mandalorians just not following her, and allowing the Empire basically to just, I don't know, destroy their towns and cities and whatever. Now that could very well be the case. But even to me, that kind of feels a little far-fetched, because even if they didn't follow her, still, I can't imagine that they would be so fractured of a people that it would allow the Empire to take them over so easily. So, in my honest opinion, and just judging by her resentment and her hatred towards Moff Gideon, makes me think that maybe it isn't so much that Mandalorians didn't follow her because of the Darksaber. I actually believe that this theory is wrong. I actually believe Moff Gideon somehow defeated her. You can see the look on her face when she sees Moff Gideon. It's this fear that she has in the back of her mind. Oh man, Mando defeated him, so now that is rightfully his. So if it was ever stolen from her by Moff Gideon, I don't believe she would have had that look. I believe she would have accepted the Darksaber from Mando easily, because technically it's hers. And any fight that that Mando would have had with Moff Gideon would have been null and void, because it wouldn't have mattered, because he's not the owner of it. That's my personal take on it. But let me know what y'all think in the comments section down below. Do y'all either believe that it was stolen from Bo-Katan? Do you believe that Mandalorians didn't accept her as leader after all, because it was given by Sabine Wren? Or do you believe that, hey, like I'm stating, that Moff Gideon defeated her in a duel at one point, and caused her to lose the Darksaber and maybe even her people to the Empire's rule? But as always, guys, I thank y'all for watching, and